First, read the problem to make note of given information. Rachel paints 5.5 square meters of wall space in 1/3 of an hour. What area of wall space can she paint in 1 hour? Here we're given Rachel's painting performance during 1/3 of an hour, but asked to find out how much area she can paint in 1 unit of time or in 1 hour. Next, set up a fraction to represent the given information. 5.5 square meters goes on top and 1/3 of an hour on the bottom. Since we are looking for area painted in 1 hour, divide top and bottom by 1/3. The denominator now becomes 1 hour, which is the desired time unit. For the top part, we need to apply the rules of dividing fractions. Change the mixed number 5.5 to improper form. Change the problem to multiplication, then change second fraction to its reciprocal. Multiply across. Finally, change the improper fraction back to mixed number form. Place the quotient 16.5 on top of the fraction. In 1 hour, Rachel paints 16.5 square meters of wall space. Let's look at a different situation. One 200-gram bag of rice costs $8.12. How much does 1 kilogram of rice cost? First, set up a fraction to represent the given pricing information. $8.12 goes on top, and 200 grams goes on the denominator. Since the desired unit of weight is kilograms, not grams, we must convert 200 grams to kilograms. 1 kilogram has 1,000 grams. Set up the following proportion to convert grams. Note where same units are placed on both fractions. Here, we've decided to place units in grams on the numerators, and therefore kilograms must go in the denominators. You can choose to switch where kilograms and grams go as long as the same order is followed in both fractions. Next, solve the proportion by cross multiplication. Then dividing the product by 1,000. 200 grams are equivalent to 2/10 of a kilogram. Place the kilogram answer in the denominator. Now divide top and bottom by 0.2. We get 1 kilogram in the denominator and $40.6 in the numerator. 1 kilogram of rice costs $40.60. In this example, we'll be comparing performances. John ran a half mile in 5 minutes, and Al ran 1/3 of a mile in 4 minutes. Which runner ran at a faster rate? To judge who's faster, we must calculate how long each has run in 1 unit of time or in 1 minute. Set up 2 fractions to represent each runner's performance. For John's fraction, divide top and bottom by 5. We get 1 minute in the denominator. For the top, change 5 to fraction form by simply placing 1 in the denominator. Then apply the rules of dividing fractions. Place the quotient 1/10 on top of John's fraction. Same steps are applied for Al's fraction. Divide by 4. 1 minute is now placed in the denominator. Divide 1/3 by 4. Follow same division rules. Compare the distance each runner was able to run in 1 minute. John is faster. Here is another shopping situation. At a certain store, a half-gallon jug of milk costs $2.95, and a gallon jug of milk costs $5.95. Which milk has a cheaper price? The half-gallon or gallon jug? To make a decision, we must calculate how much a gallon of milk costs if 2 half-gallon jugs were purchased. Set up the fraction to represent pricing for a half-gallon jug. $2.95 are put on top and half in the bottom. Divide both parts of the fraction by half. 1 gallon is put in the denominator. To figure out the top, follow the division rules. Place the quotient back on the top of the fraction. 2 half-gallon jugs cost $5.90, while 1 gallon jug costs $5.95. The half-gallon jug is cheaper. A package of 9 12-ounce cans of cola costs $7.50. A half-gallon bottle of the same cola is sold for $2.90. Which cola has a cheaper price, the cans or the bottle? First, set up a fraction to represent the pricing of one package. On top goes the price, and bottom goes the volume, which is 108 fluid ounces since each package has 9 cans and each can is 12 fluid ounces. Here we've decided to set the volume unit to 1 gallon. You can choose to set it to 1 fluid ounce using the proper unit conversions. Next, convert 108 fluid ounces to gallons. We know that 1 gallon contains 128 fluid ounces. Set up the proportion as shown. Solve by cross multiplication, then dividing the product by 128. There are approximately 0.844 gallons in one package. Put this answer back in the denominator. Now the unit is set in gallons. Divide top and bottom to get 1 gallon in the denominator. Each gallon of canned cola cost $8.89. Let's do similar steps for the bottle. Price goes on top and half gallon goes on the bottom. Divide both parts of the fraction by half. Now place 1 gallon in the denominator. Apply division rules to find the price. 1 gallon of bottled cola costs $5.80. Comparing both unit prices, most customers will go with the bottled cola.